Empaths don't just have the mother wound, empaths have mama trauma. Lots to talk about. Today, what I want to focus on is simplicity because this can be such a complicated issue. It can be a very difficult issue to bite into. So, we're going to look at an overview of what the healing method is. The MDT Healing Oracle Deck is a healing method based on a system of coaching developed over 15 years as an inner work life coach specializing in mama drama trauma. Everybody has an experience of a mother wound, some issue of a basic need fulfillment lacking in terms of the three basic needs that we have: maternal presence, maternal provision, and feeling protected maternally. But with mama drama trauma, it's about an actual soul dissociation. Empaths feel the feelings of others. We intensely feel our mother's emotions. So it's a whole different ride for us that happens in the individual where we are unable to distinguish between ourselves and our mothers, who has, in most cases, with MDT herself. It is a cycle, which means that she's also very likely an empath, or her mother was an empath. So today, what I want to focus on is simplicity, because this can be such a complicated issue. It can be a very difficult issue to bite into. We are here to have a maternal birth mother experience. Okay, that sounds redundant, right? Birth, mother, maternal, saying the same thing over and over again. There are many expressions of the mother. So the overview of the mother has to do with the feminine energy. The feminine energy is the receptive energy of the masculine energy. It's just an energy. It is a void energy. It's a passive energy. It's a receptive energy that sounds in a masculine, very form, manifested, materialistic world that sounds weak. And that is how we are treated. That is how we are approached as weak individuals, because we hold that soft maternal energy very strongly. So now we know already, just from this conversation so far, there are many expressions of this maternal yin energy. Birth mother only being one. The intuitive energy, the sensitive energy, the yin energy, the earth mother, motherland, and different expressions of great mother as the good mother archetype, the terrible mother archetype, and of course, great mother, the mother of all mothers. This expression of the mother is what we as old souls with MDT are here to reckon with. Think of it like the final days of high school, where you know that you're about to graduate, but if you don't pass those final exams, you're going to have some real problems. Think of it like that. We've had many lifetimes as mothers. We've had many lifetimes in many motherlands with many experiences with chaos in our motherlands. The earth mother has given us various climatic experiences, yet we are attached to the birth mother experience, one of the most phenomenal experiences you can have in physical form. We're very much attached to that, and that's normal after so many lifetimes of having this maternal, earthly, physical, material experience. So as old souls with mama drama trauma, we are being called to expand our experience and our appreciation of maternal energy in the same way we have with regard to the birth mother. Now, what does all of that mean? All of that basically means that we cannot rely on other souls to support us emotionally as we evolve into other planes of existence by releasing our attachment to that expression enough so that Great Mother can come through to us in ways that evolve and strengthen our resiliency as souls evolving to a higher plane. We have to be solid within ourselves. And that's not because we're being abandoned. It's not because we've done anything wrong or that we're being abused. It's simply the process of soul evolution. So let's just look at the ritual process: separation, transformation, and integration. That is what a ritual is. Waking up in the morning, getting ready, drinking our coffee, making breakfast is a ritual. We separate from the unconscious state to the conscious state. We transform by the getting up in the physical body and feeding the body and prepping the body. And we integrate what we have dreamt about into our new invigorated self to integrate ourselves into a new day. Separation is what we do when we leave our homes for the first time to go to school, to go to kindergarten. We separate from the home and our mother's leg. The transformation happens over years as we're learning how to be more and more independent, and we come to that high school stage of graduation, the integration of the newly found independence we've learned and we've gained over many years, in addition to the education that we've garnered from that experience. Ritual is a natural process of life. When we're talking about signs and symbols, something that old souls intuitively connect with, we understand archetype. We understand Earth Mother, Birth Mother, Motherland. We naturally, intuitively understand these things after having experienced them so many times. The Mama Drama Trauma Healing Oracle deck is designed to just tap into that primitive simplicity through its primary colors, the chakras, the lunar phases, and the God Goddess archetypes, who are our siblings. And many of us have actually known some of them in some of our lifetimes or been trained in some of the temples. When we're talking about ritual, bringing in our understanding of symbolism is very important in terms of how we want to manage our energy in our healing process. Our healing process does require us to shift that focus from expecting maternal love from our birth mother to being open to receiving it from Great Mother, Mother Earth, just being out in nature. And it's more difficult now even to connect with love from the motherland. That's why it's becoming really intensified for us, because that maternal intuitive yin energy is where we're going to find it. And so the ritual that we focus on in the healing oracle is one in which we separate in terms of our understanding of who we are. Empaths with Mama Drama Trauma experience an identity crisis by over-identifying with our birth mother's pain, her own pain of maternal abandonment and abuse that has gone unhealed and that she is projecting onto us. So our identity being connected with the shame, the blame, and the guilt has to be separated from. And we separate from that identity through the transformational reception of our divinity identity. It's the divinity identity mantra. Knowing that we are dearly loved, divine children of the great Mother, Father, God, who are never judged, condemned, or left alone. That is the divinity identity mantra that transforms us and is the mindset from which we operate the healing method in the MDT HOD, Mama Drama Trauma Healing Oracle deck. That is the basis of our working with the messages we receive from Great Mother. For example, if we have a question about what is it that I need to understand, Great Mother, about this challenging situation with my mother right now, and we pick the card Brigade, Authentic Passion, Throat Chakra Energy, more than likely, what Great Mother is wanting us to know is that we need to stay focused on what makes us feel alive in that moment. It's very important that we do that. And that one card pull to that question. If we have the identity of shame, blame, and guilt with Mama Drama Trauma, that card is going to really make us feel like we don't deserve it. There's some shame, there's some guilt about following our own passion and what's important to us. Maybe now's not the right time. Mama didn't get a chance to do it. Why should I? And on and on and on. As opposed to the foundational mindset and identity, working with the deck being divinity identity. I am a dearly loved, divine child of the great Mother, Father, God, who's never judged, condemned, or left alone. I look at Brookie and I'm like, hey, I really wasn't paying attention to what's important to me right now. I'm going to do that. Thank you, Great Mother. I was not paying attention to that. I was really lost in the moment, completely triggered into a tailspin, and that is what I'm going to spend the rest of my time today doing. It's getting right back into that passion, what you have waiting for me on the other side of MDT. That's the integration, and that is the healing process. For those of us who are working with the Mama Drama Healing Oracle deck, I would love to hear from you. And those of you who are not, thanks for watching. I hope this has given you some insight into how you can rework in your own way a process ritualistically that supports your transformation from an identity that you no longer serves you into one that honors your divinity identity. And as always, remember, Great Mother loves you, and I do too.